This is
episode 2.
the shop chat.
There you go.
Shop chat. Shop chat.
Party time.
Party time.
Still getting that written. Still writing that.
Cool.
Awesome.
Who's gonna sing it? Us?
Yes.
Or Parkside.
Let's do Parkside. I just saw something fly in here. So.
It was
Jimmy or something.
Oh, okay.
On the show.
We have Depa,
It's me.
the close friend and apprentice.
The close friend.
The
And then,
close friend.
of course, me.
Of course, Teena.
And then, of course, Free.
Depa was actually the very first person that was going to come with me over here.
I was.
My first apprentice.
I remember you talking about her, and I was just like, I want to meet her. Because you would just say, like, she's so cool, you'll love her, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I bet I will, because I like everybody almost. And then when I met her, I was like, heart eyes.
We clicked
We
instantly.
did.
And because I was always here early and Teena's here early, so
Yeah.
I was like sweeping, and then I'd always stop sweeping to talk to Teena for 20 minutes, and then people would show up. And I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
She actually came and helped paint and
I think that's
helped
what
do a lot of stuff when we were building.
she was mentioning, that if we moved, that she's not
Taking
going
the paint
to,
with her.
Yeah, she's not going to paint.
No more painting. I said, I'll just stay down here.
Yeah.
I'll be the satellite shop.
It's cute.
No, but I was like borderline annoying to Bree, I feel like, because I was like, what can I do? What do you want me to do? And she's like, nothing. Like,
No, you were just ready.
yeah. Well,
Which
I
I
just wanted
loved.
to like help speed it along,
Yeah.
but I wanted to I could feel the like stress, and I wanted to take some of that off of you and maybe funnel it my way. And
Yeah. I know there was a point where she was like, is this going to happen? Like,
Is this
is this really going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, just please bear with me. I promise you. She even helped me find some different locations. Those didn't work out. But, I mean, yeah, it worked out.
I
at the
don't-
end.
me personally, I never doubted that this was going to happen. I knew, and I kept talking to the universe like, this is going to happen. It's going to be great. My husband was a little weary, naturally, because he wants to look out for me, because I'm so like, everything's going to be fine. And
Everything's
he
on
was,
fire.
he was like, what if it's not? And I'm like, what is she benefiting from telling me that it's
Right.
going to happen? That it, like, there was nothing, it's not like I'm
Right.
paying her. It's
Right.
not, there was nothing for her to benefit from, like, stringing me along.
Right.
So I knew it was going to happen, and it was just a matter of when.
Yeah.
And so I did ask for him at one point, like, are you thinking about maybe, like, not doing this anymore? But, which I would totally support. I would be very sad.
Oh, I would have been sad. And there was no way anything was going to stop me.
I was very pushy.
Yeah.
Keep going. Go,
I
go,
know.
go, go, go.
I know, but you were pushy in a friend way,
Yeah.
like in a way you wanted to see me succeed. You
Yeah.
weren't like, I'm gonna come, like,
No,
work for
no,
you. It
no.
was like,
Actually, I told you straight up to your face. I'm like, I'm
gonna
not
do that.
coming.
And yeah,
And then I was just like so excited for you, because you have so many cool ideas and things, and you were just gonna make such an awesome thing happen. And I've known you forever, so I was just like, go, go, go! You can do it! Like, run, Forrest! Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And so I was just excited for you.
For
But
sure.
we're happy that Depa's here.
I know she started out as a client of mine. I met her when I was an apprentice, and she came for one of my flashes, and she ever since then she booked with me
Every month
Yeah.
for a while. And, yeah, like, you did that little catfish. And I just, like, instantly, I was like, this is someone that I could, like, be around for a long time. And I just kept booking. And
And that goes to show you that we meet some really cool people.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
You build relationships with your clients for sure.
Right. It's like it's not just friendships, but it's networking, and it's all kinds of things. So that's what makes this job freaking cool. Because you make some really, like, great friends and interesting people. And
So coming this far, how do you feel about your apprenticeship?
I feel good. Like, I feel like I am on, like, a roll almost. Like, even as an apprentice, I have those few people that now I'm on, like my 5th time tattooing them. And, like,
isn't that crazy?
it's
how fast that
crazy.
went?
And it's crazy that a few people have already told me, like, well, I found you, so now I'm not going to anybody else.
People
And I'm
are
like,
very loyal. Yeah.
I've been doing this for 30 seconds, but, like, I appreciate you, but I feel like just in the short time that I've been doing this, I've come so far, and I honestly feel so lucky that I have like people like Teena and Bree and Coda. Like, it's unfathomable to me that I still, like, if I have a question, like, I have 3 of the best tattoo artists in Abilene, like, in this shop that can just be like,
Oh my God.
yeah, do this or don't do that, or that looks like, I don't know, just having you guys say like, that looks great. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
me?
Yeah.
It does though, and that's awesome.
I
We
feel like
it.
encouragement is a huge thing too.
It
You
is
have to
huge.
encourage them.
Yeah, for sure. I know I'm the type of person, I don't thrive from being put down. Like, I was in
either.
the Army, I had that, and I see why they do that, and I get that side of it. But in this world, we don't need that. You don't
Yeah.
need, you suck, you're
You
awful.
don't need to be shamed.
Just tell me what I'm doing wrong and I will fix it.
Right.
Like,
you
and
have
I know,
the wanting to spirit to fix it. It's
Right.
not like you're fighting it.
because who genuinely wants to be bad?
Right.
Like, who,
Purposely
Like,
does a shitty.
I want to suck more now.
and like, I know there's some people out there that just don't care. I think I overly care. So all you have to do is say, maybe don't do this, try this, and
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like-
and I'll remember it forever and dream about it and think about it before I go to sleep.
Right.
Right.
Like, so for me, that has helped me. Like, you can yell at me and put me down if you want, but I'm not going to respond to that. I'm
Yeah.
going to respond to, hey, have you tried this? Oh, no, I haven't. I'll take your advice. I will heed that and I will do it.
I like that. And I think that's a better way of doing it. I get it, the old ways, but I don't respond that way either. So I just try not to treat people that way either. I mean, I've never really had to. And I used to get in trouble for not.
I know. Yeah. I used to get in trouble for a lot of shit.
I used to get in trouble for not being hard.
To a point to where, like, I do that shit today and I'm like, oh, like, am I getting in trouble?
Right?
Like,
Who's watching?
PTSD type stuff.
Well, yeah. And like, it's not needed anymore. Like,
Yeah.
It isn't.
and I think you have to read the room. Like, are these people disciplined enough to
Yes.
take what I'm saying? And I get it and you have to remember that everybody's human and everybody errs and forgets and whatnot. But as long as we're not doing something that's detrimentally bad, or like, okay, I've told you 10 times now, like,
Right.
that's where you can start, like, getting
It
the mom.
feels like you're blatantly
Right.
not listening to me now.
Right,
Right, but don't lead with that.
right. Try.
I don't do my kids that way either.
I'm not a big fan of the whole, it costs $0 to be nice, because it also costs $0 to be mean.
Right.
But, like, have you tried just, like, speaking to somebody like a human and seeing if anything benefits from that?
Right, I agree.
One of my old mentors told us a story. You probably remember this, where he caught his employee or his apprentices doing some drugs
Oh, really?
in the bathroom, and then he made them snort wasabi.
Oh, I do remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he caught them, and I was like, "Holy crap! Like, that's crazy."
I mean, I get it's hard because I came from hazing, but I was never hazed like
I was
that. Like, that's
hazed.
abuse.
I was hazed. I had
Like-
firecrackers thrown at us.
You were put in traffic.
I was put on the highway
Yeah.
in a Nazi hat.
In a Nazi hat, yeah.
But I mean, and that really didn't teach me anything because I
No.
forgot numerous wash cups after that. Like, it wasn't like it taught me anything. It was for their entertainment.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
they were
a
bored.
hazing ritual.
Yeah.
It's just like when you're, what are the college? That's
Hazing.
basic.
The
Hazing.
soror-
I know,
yeah,
the sorority,
and
yeah.
fraternity.
Fraternities,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
do that. They do stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's basically all it is just hazing.
And, like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get the, like, tradition of doing that, but at some point we have to, like, change our mind, because now this is you also have to remember this is business, and
Yes.
people don't have to spend their money here, especially in this time
Yeah,
when they don't have a whole lot of it,
yeah.
but they're bringing it to us.
I thought it was funny. We'd be using the restroom sometimes, and he'd throw one under the door.
See, and that's different. That
Yeah,
is legitimately funny.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's funny.
There's
But-
some. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's a part in my heart that has like a fondness of that stuff, but then there's stuff that's just a little bit, you know.
You get
Okay.
blinded though because
Yeah.
he was such a great artist.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
To just like learn from him.
But what that usually is supposedly for is to weed out weak
yeah, true that.
people
Yeah.
and weak emotionally people, because in this day and age, even so, it is still a hard business to be in, because people are ruthless in this business. Like, they're just ruthless business wise.
Yeah.
So, customers are ruthless. Everything. It's crazy, but that's what the main reason for it is. Now there's ways of figuring that out better nowadays without all of that. But yeah, that's basically what it was like for, was to like push out people who are weak emotionally. Oh, my feelings. Oh, this, oh, that, because there's no room for it.
And I'm thankful for that, because
Yeah.
there is some things that I learned about myself and I fixed about myself. Like Adam, he would always push my attitude. He'd be like, you have an attitude, you need to stop that. It's not going to get you far. And finally, when I let that go and I like started working on my attitude, I kind of had a different attitude about everything, and it was like actually rewarding.
Yes.
So.
I remember when that was happening.
He was like, your
you're starting to get a little,
yeah.
and I was like, hey,
Yeah,
chill,
he's like,
man.
you need to understand. He's like, you need to understand authority. Like, you're not gonna go far in life if you don't. I'm like, you know what? You're right.
And you did, and now look how much further you are at being a leader
Yeah.
and being able to be assertive, and also changing things and coming at things from a different angle and doing things better for not just yourself but your tattoo babies and things like that. I think that's great.
Yeah, it's called tact. I think everybody needs to learn it, and not enough people know about it. Like, there's a time and a place, and you have to be tactful about how you deliver a message. And when you deliver that message, there is a time for attitude,
Right.
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
But you have to know when. You can't just straight out of the gate,
No.
with the attitude. You have to.
Especially if you're being given a whole career for basically free, which you're trading your time for, which is not free. That's money. But you're being given a career that a lot of people don't get. So you kind of need to pump your brakes. And I know it gets frustrating.
Yeah, because I'm a spicy Latina.
Yeah, I know. And so, I mean, you just got to pump your brakes a little bit.
I'm a plain bagel.
Oh, no,
So I
you're
don't
not.
You are a everything bagel.
But the bagel. Was that what it's called? Everything but the bagel?
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
but the bagel is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
seasoning, but an everything bagel is a bagel with everything on it, like on the thing. You're an
I'm
everything
just a
bagel.
piece of avocado toast.
No, that's my favorite.
I don't like.
I can't have avocado.
avocado. The texture. I can't do it.
I will
What
die.
is wrong with you guys?
I will literally
I'll
die.
eat it in guacamole.
I love guacamole.
Yeah,
That's
but
my
I
favorite.
used to be able to eat it, but an adulthood, no.
Listen, getting older sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I'm hurting as we speak for no reason.
Just because we're old.
Yeah, I'm just getting older. And my warranty went out about 7 years ago. But yeah. So the lasers.
The lasers. Wait, what are they called? Depa?
No,
They're direct energy weapons.
Ooh, cue sounds now.
Oh, are we doing ASMR now? Laser.
What about the lasers, Tina? You know more.
No, I don't, because Depa said direct energy weapon.
No, essentially they're lasers, like shot from satellites. And God dang.
That sounds cool, though.
I've watched a few videos on people that are like trying to prove it wrong. They're like, see, lasers can't do this. And then the laser that they use like set their little miniature town on fire. They're like, shit.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna set that
I'm
aside
just
for a
gonna
minute.
backtrack, and maybe they can.
The one thing that made me like super like okay. At first I was like, that makes sense, and like looking at all the TikToks and videos and people who actually live there and are saying that it was lasers and stuff, direct energy weapons and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, I can see that, but the thing that like sold me was the rich people houses were not touched, not even their grass.
Did you see the governor come on and be like, we're already trying to grab this land for the government?
For what, though? What are they trying to make it
Okay, so that they have plans.
There's rumors.
Yeah. Well, they came out. They know that like like a few months before they had a meeting where they were saying that they wanted to make Hawaii the first smart island. So they want to completely buy up the land and make it a smart,
What's
like
a
an
smart
AI,
island?
like
Yeah, like
Island.
solar, like
yeah, everything is
all
smart.
that, like no gas, no,
Mm-mm.
the whole green deal.
And they can't do that because all those people have. Yes.
Jurassic Park would be cool.
They can't do that because all the people there won't sell their land because they have so much history. So what do you
It's
do?
their land.
So what do you do in that?
You set it on fire, give them $700 and ship them to the continent.
Yeah.
Like,
And so, but the like nail in the coffin for me was there was a video of this area and it was completely demolished. Like gray powder, everything. And like 6 umbrellas, bright blue umbrellas, not even singed.
Also, a guy went on there and said that asphalt burns at a significantly lower temperature than cars to like melt these cars, and the cars are decimated, and the roads still have the paint lines on
Even
them.
the little plastic pieces on it.
Right.
Yeah, like
So he
was like looking up the different things that things melt under, like the degrees.
yeah.
So how did they get? Okay, how long did it take for them to get this fire out?
I think it just went out, like it burned all
Like
that it
over
could
time.
burn.
Because
So
they had
then
no
that's
they had
not
no water.
accurate.
Well,
Yeah.
the water got shut off right before. There was no alarms. Like no, they
Even
have
though
emergency alarms.
Yes.
And they didn't have them on.
They were broken.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Or did you write? You didn't write notes this time.
I didn't. I just
We
what
went
was in there.
Books.
Books.
Yeah, books.
Okay, so Baby Bees has turned into a book club.
I'm still on chapter 18 of the first book I've ever read.
I entirely ate Verity all the way up.
I'm bad.
And then I'm about a little more than halfway through the first book. What was it? Depravity?
Depravity. It's a Beauty and the Beast story. It
Yeah.
just is.
That sounds good. That
It,
one.
it is
It's
really
yeah.
good.
adult.
It's very adult.
I like adult books.
It's word porn.
I'm,
It's not fairy porn like Bree's reading.
Yeah, fairy porn's good.
it's from what I've heard, it's really good.
It's
but
appropriate. It's not like
it's more
crazy.
It's more story than porn.
But
it's
you
just
get a
very
fantasy in
yeah.
your head of
Yes.
what they look like and like what's going on really in the story.
So we got Bree reading of Thorns and Roses.
Okay, cool.
And it's a
you'll
whole
finish that.
series by Sarah J. Maas, and she's got this huge, like, if you start on TikTok with her, like, there's millions of people that have joined this group, and she also writes, like, Crescent City and then Throne of Glass, and they're all in the same realm, so, like, the books
They intertwine. That's
eventually. And A Court of Thorns and Roses, or ACOTAR as people call it, is my favorite. Like, I'm listening to it on graphic novel, like when I drive, but
They're not really fairies.
it's called
It's not
fae.
fae. Yeah, it's
they call
fae.
them fae, but
They're
they
like
have
dragon
pointed ears.
Morphe people. I don't know what they are.
No.
I guess you can like.
You're still in the spring court, and
Yeah.
his magical power is that he can transition into like
Anything.
yeah. So, and you'll meet. They all have different things you'll meet when you go to like the autumn court and the winter court and stuff like that.
I need to
I'm
hurry up and read
into
it.
this.
I need
I'm
to
ready.
read that book so you can start it. Because
Yeah.
there's a whole series.
I'll bring you mine.
There you go.
We all have freaking copies.
This is what
here.
we need to do.
Yeah.
But you need to finish the Beauty and the Beast one. It's
I'm going
super
to.
simple. It's 3 little books.
Yeah.
I should have started with that.
No, you need to start with A Court of Thorns and Roses. This one's a little bit heavier than.
Okay.
They're like young adult.
It's like PG-13.
A Court of Silver Flames, the last book in that series so far, she gets into adult. So it's a little bit more graphic. But the cool thing about graphic audio is that it's a cast of people. So it's not one person reading the book. It's like they have different character voices.
Right.
Right.
It's like listening to a movie.
Right.
Right.
And they have sounds in the background, like people when they're like, we're walking, it's like this, you know?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
And
that is cool.
I'm about to
So,
download that right now.
it's so, and like you hear things that you missed when you read it, but when they get to like the love making scenes, I'm just like, oh my god.
cringe.
They're like,
Fast forward. I'll read that one
he
later.
grabbed her ass, and I'm like, oh,
It's all volume 10. We should be at a volume 4 right now.
Yeah,
I am
I'm like-
driving past a church.
I'm worried because I pulled up to a light
Grab
this
her
morning
ass.
and there were workers outside, and I'm like, turn my volume down because it was at a spicy part, and I'm like, can they hear like, and then
They all
Rhys-Ann
turn their
grabbed
head.
her, like, I'm like, ooh, and like,
That's why you got in a car wreck, Depa.
no,
That's the real reason.
unfortunately, I wasn't listening to that at that time.
That's funny. The Beauty and the Beast one is very Beauty and the Beastie, but it's also not.
It's not.
Yeah. I like that she had sisters. I like that the dad is a teacher. I like all that stuff. I don't like I was hoping it wasn't just going to copy the Disney version.
Is he teaching at the one place
He's
yet?
just left.
Okay.
And he had the Beast already asked for her hand, and they were just like, no thanks, that's kind of weird. And then they're like, well, who actually, which one? And then he was like, you dummy. Like, basically,
Yeah.
he's so mean. And I'm like, I was sitting there reading it. My husband walks by, and I was like, the Beast is an asshole.
And I love it. And I love it.
when I was reading Verity, I could hear the little boys laugh. I could hear their voices talking.
Yeah.
And I felt so stupid because my husband's like, I can't believe you're so smart and you've never read a book like this.
Yeah.
I've only ever read like factual books. Like
Yeah.
I just felt like it was a waste of time. And I was like, bro, this is like a TV. Like
Yeah, it's cool.
better than a TV.
It's because you're an artist, too.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
really cool.
you have the movie in your head, but what's sad is when other people ruin your vision. Like, if you look up that on TikTok, like, a lot of artists like to draw what they feel
That's
certain
dope.
characters
Yeah.
look like.
I thought about it. Makes
I
you
thought
wanna
about
paint.
doing that, too.
Yes.
With, like, rap songs and stuff.
And then, like, you'll look and you're like, no. And so then now you need to try to find something that better resembles how you see that person in your head. Like,
Right.
And I've noticed, like, people our age that read this book series, we see these guys in this book as, like, have facial hair
Yeah,
and, like,
manly.
the long hair and just, like, beautiful. And then you'll see these younger people, like, oh, they look like One Direction guy.
Yeah, I've
No.
already
Or
casted
like,
everybody.
what's that
Yeah.
Chalamet boy?
Yeah.
He looks like if you go, he'd fall over.
No, man. No.
Me, whenever that part where he comes up behind, when the beast comes up behind her and he grabs her by the arms, his hands were as big like as my whole arm. Like when he grabbed her, and that's what I saw. I saw a huge beast, like a big ugly beast, not like the pretty,
Yeah.
sexy man beast where he's like mostly man. He was a monster in my head.
You just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I need to
just-
hurry up and read it.
You need to.
I wish it was like the
I'll
90s.
send
Remember
you-
the 90s?
Yes.
Or like speed read?
I'll send you my graphic audio. Try that.
Okay.
I definitely would like to listen
Yeah.
to some.
Yeah.
For sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
And also read because I like physically.
I think
too.
Caitlin tried to get me the audio, but you can't. In hers, you can't fast forward the chapter.
Oh, you can. On
Okay.
mine.
Because she
Yeah,
was like, "We're gonna have
for
to
sure.
read it from the beginning." I was like, "Oh,
Ugh.
fuck." The beginning
Read.
was slow.
Yeah, it is.
After she gets taken, is when it starts to like build up.
Yeah. And then like even now, like I'm listening to the first part of the last book, and I'm just like, we get it. You're salty. Like let's go.
Right.
No. You're
I'm
so
bad
salty.
though.
You're so salty.
Because every time I get a book, I right away go to the end.
yes, I do that.
And
too.
I read the last.
I
Like,
saw
few
on Book Talk
sentences.
that is a Book Talk red flag.
Oh my god,
Why?
I always do
Why?
it.
I do it every book
do it
I
with
get. I
movies,
read
too.
the last
Red flag.
paragraph, and I'm just like, all right.
I don't want to
I don't like
know.
suspense.
I don't want to know.
I don't. Like
I
it.
don't want to know, but I do.
I just want to know if they're still together and if he's still alive at the end. That's all.
Yeah.
My mom likes Stephen King.
I want to now because I see every. I don't know if it's just because the algorithm knows, but like it keeps. And people in my life too are saying they have collections. They
Yeah,
keep
that
collections
was
of
what
Stephen
my mom
King,
was.
and I'm like, no, I never even thought about that. Like I love the movies and stuff, but like
They're
now I
scary,
want
I
to.
bet.
Now, oh, I know. If the movies are scary, bro, the books are
Looking
probably
behind
terrifying.
you.
I'm gonna have to read that
Because then-
during the day outside.
Yeah.
Then it's your own brain doing it.
Right.
Like your own brain is doing that to you.
Right.
But that sends me into something I wanted to talk about too is like, having time to read books and just, we're all moms, like working in this industry. So like, how do we balance everything?
Shit.
It's hard.
You don't.
So
We just
hard.
don't
Don't.
die. That's all we do. We
Yeah.
just keep all the balls in the air, I think, as best as we can, and then drop it, pick it up, keep going. That's all you really can do because it is really rough. It's hard.
But I do love that in the, like where we're at, like our kids can come in here and
Blessing.
they can be here with us and they can see that we're not here just like not being with them. We're here working and
Right.
working hard, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. I've always, especially being a mom of many kids like you, and you know what I mean. Like we have these kids sometimes, and you can't take your kid to a shift at Walmart, and nobody wants to pay $8 million for daycare during the summer. And so, we have a place where not only they can be, and also all the coworkers know what it's like because they're all moms too, and dads, and so it's just kind of it's a family. It's really cool. It's really a blessing because I wouldn't know what to do if I
Yeah.
didn't have that because I'm not paying for no daycare. Forget it. So
My kids are lame. They never want to come up here.
yeah, but
Like,
your
it's
kids
so
are big, so
boring.
they don't even care.
know.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to.
And they're like, I'm gonna come with you to work today, and I'm like, okay, yes.
And
come
they
to work
get
with
here,
me.
and 10 minutes later, they're like,
I'm hungry, or Mom, how long is this gonna take? I'm like, you're being rude.
Right?
My client is right here.
Right?
"Wait, are you done yet?"
Yeah.
Tina would have been done 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's how Chloe is.
Even my kids
Yeah,
ask.
Chloe.
Gosh.
Chloe's the worst.
Chloe's like, it's not bad. Too. She's
So
like,
when you done?
so you'd say you'd have about 20 minutes left? Or?
She is. She's a little adult, man.
That's why we call her Karen.
She'll come over and be like, "You're tattooing that?" Well, I was.
Now I'm insecure. Thanks, 9-year-old.
I'm gonna go ahead and change this. Thanks.
Sorry, client. We're gonna have to start over.
Yeah, get my eraser. Yeah, my daughter is a character for sure.
I love her.
She's
She's like a
great.
little Lindsay Lohan.
She is. And she absolutely loves that movie, the Freaky Friday one.
Oh, I love that
Parent
one.
Trap.
I like the
yeah,
old
and
one.
Parent Trap, yeah. I like the old one too. I think I like the old one better.
Mhm.
But and then Scarlett's my little mouse.
Oh,
She's
Scarlett.
adorable.
Mm-hmm.
She could do no wrong.
I know. She's so sweet. Every
She
time I
does
come in,
know.
she's just sitting down.
Yeah, she's just a good girl. She don't get into nothing. She don't start fights with nobody,
But
unless
then she whips out some zingers, and
Yeah.
you're just like, "Oh,
you got me.
you got me."
She does. It's so cute.
She'll say nothing all day, and you'll say one thing that like, "Oh my God, you guys, I'm so embarrassed I did this," and she'll be like, "Ew." And you're just, "Oh my God."
1 2-letter word just kills your whole
Ew.
soul. What else do we want to talk about? Any other things going on?
No.
I don't know. Y'all are only.
Are y'all ready for Halloween?
I am.
We're in August.
It is already Halloween.
They're selling
October.
It's October.
The what is it? Dunkin' Donuts. Their Halloween shit already is out. I'm like, what the hell?
Pumpkin spice latte.
Oh my God, I have to send you guys this video on TikTok about this. Like, she's like, "Are you guys have your pumpkin spice?" And
don't
she
like
turns
pumpkin
into a
spice.
huge pumpkin.
What?
It's like a basic white girl that drives up to Starbucks. It's an animation. And she's like, "Yes, do you guys have your pumpkin spice?"
Ew.
And then she gets it and like downs it, and then she pulls around, and at this point like half her head's a pumpkin, and she's like, "Pumpkin spice," and then she pulls around like the 4th time. She takes the person in front of her's drink. She like hits that car out of the way and takes that person's drink, and she downs it, and then she like pukes it up, and she's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "It's a white mocha." She said, "Get the pumpkin now."
Oh my
I'll
God,
just
that's,
send you the
yeah,
video.
send
It's-
it.
I hate pumpkin spice.
I hate pumpkin
I'm not a pumpkin spice
spice
person, but my cat is orange, so her name is Pumpkin Spice Latte. We
I
just
like
call
the
her
cinnamon.
Spicy.
I think I just like Christmas better. And
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
I just like fall.
I just like fall the
Yeah.
best. I like Chris. I just don't like being freezing.
Mhm.
I don't like being super hot, and I don't like being freezing. So fall is beautiful here
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's still like summer
No,
outside.
fall is beautiful up north.
In
Oh, I'm sure.
Colorado.
The smell and the colors, and that's what I miss. I miss trees changing color, like not green to brown. I'm talking about green to orange to red to yellow.
Yeah,
Like everybody's like, our trees change color. No, dying is not a color.
And everything's
ours go
wet.
from green to sticks
to hay.
to hay.
I know I have like dead grass all over my.
I have no grass. It's gone.
Ours fried up, and the dogs bring in the little crispy.
Bless your heart.
Or when we first started talking, like the first sentence, whenever we're done, I'm gonna have him play it back because she sounded just like Courtney.
Do your
I
Courtney.
don't know how I do it.
Should we have clarified that Kourtney Kardashian is not her guest?
Yeah,
I
Courtney is
know.
not in the building.
She shows up sometimes. I don't know how I do it. It's just a talent.
It's like when you say, it's like, you say like green, you say it like her.
green.
See?
Yeah.
That
Oh, my R's.
Yes.
It's like green. I can't even do it.
To get into that R, like glory.
Green. I was talking to Teena before we started about like I've been seeing on TikTok, they'll ask artists like, what do you hate doing? And they'll be like, anything off Pinterest. And I'm just like,
That's literally it,
why?
That's what
Like,
pays your bills.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Like, why can you, and Tina was explaining, I'm still new in this industry, so, like, I'm not burnt out yet. But, like, why, I love when people show me pictures because then I have an idea of, like, what they want. It's the people that are like, I don't know, just fucking do something. And then I'm
Right.
like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know where to go from there.
I love just give me direction. Show me a style, and a lot of that stuff comes from Pinterest, and
all
I'm
the
cool
time
with
it's your
that.
style
Well,
because they come to you because of that.
I'll make it my style if it's
Right.
not.
Like, I feel like
But I
we're,
still like pictures.
like, why can you not just be happy with, like, making people like, even if I'm tattooing something that 40 other people just got, like, right now the, like, Let Them is popular. Like, if that person that's getting that tattoo, if they're genuinely so happy that they just got that, like, I'm happy.
Right, and that's
Like,
what should matter.
And that's probably because I'm so new.
That's my favorite part is when people are like, I like it when they gasp. Because, like, I feel like when they're like, oh, no way.
Yes.
And I'm just like, bro, I win. I won.
Yeah.
Today I win. And that's my favorite part is
Yeah.
when they're just beside themselves
Yeah.
with happiness.
Yeah.
And it makes me super insecure when they don't say anything, or they're just like, "Oh yeah, that's really great, thanks."
Oh, yeah.
That's usually a
That's a tattoo.
yeah, it's there. And you're just like,
Forever.
just like,
tell me
in pain.
something, huh?
They're just in pain.
That or they that's just their personality.
Yeah.
That they're actually, if you stop them and ask them, they'd be like, "No, I love it," but
Yeah.
they just don't react. That
I
way.
had a person the other day I did, and, like, I was thinking about them because I was like, I'll never see that person again. I don't think that they were happy. And she literally messaged me the next day, and she was
Yeah.
like, I need another one. And I was like, I'm so happy you came back in because I thought that you weren't happy with that. She's like, I'm not going to anybody else from
Yeah.
now on. Like, you're it.
It's
And I'm
crazy. You're just like, whoa, I thought you hated it.
I
And
thought you
then
didn't like it.
they'll, or like, yeah, they'll be like, can I just go ahead and set up before I leave for the next one? And I'm just like,
you're like, okay,
"Yes."
so you did like it?
Yeah.
Just
I like tattooing roses, man.
I don't,
See, okay, and that's different because you just don't like doing that.
I did so many of them
But-
in my apprenticeship. I just don't.
But you're
care for
not
them.
saying, like, you're not judging that person for
Oh,
wanting
no.
a rose. And that's what
Roses
I'm
are
talking about. Like,
beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
like the judgy, like, ew, you're getting that.
Yeah,
like,
no.
who cares?
Put
It's
your
their
nose down.
body.
There
Yeah.
is a lot of artists that do that, and it's so
It's so
untasteful.
icky. Yeah.
Why? Like, I would be mortified if I walked in and they're like,
yeah, oh my God, no. I would leave
I would be
immediately.
like, what am I doing?
Just because I don't have fun doing something I've overdone over years doesn't mean I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, it's like I've got to pull the same, do something that I don't like doing at a regular job, but I still go do the thing.
They're lucky because I've perfected it. 'cause
Exactly.
I've done
Well, that's why
it
I've done it so much. You're going to get the best rose you
Yeah,
can get.
yeah.
But, yeah, my own personal feelings about everything are just like your own personal feelings about your job. But it's the same thing. But it doesn't mean we judge that person for getting that
Right.
thing.
Hell no.
That's
like,
ugly.
don't judge people.
Mm-mm.
That's so ew.
Yeah, I love infinity symbols. You know why? Because they're easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sometimes the simple stuff is hard though.
oh,
Fuck.
it is.
When
But
I get,
for
like-
me, I can just get it knocked right out. There you go.
We're
now
not
you're
perfect
happy.
like
Now
you,
I'm happy.
Tina.
I know.
I'm not perfect.
That'll be $5,000.
And it took me negative 6 seconds. Like, you got it before you walked through the door.
I'm like, ow, my leg. Oh, that was me.
No, sorry.
I tattooed you in the parking lot.
It's fine. Yeah, no, I like them because they're easy, and I don't
Yeah.
mind doing Pinterest tattoos.
And it makes people happy.
Yeah, like make people. That's how you get clients. Make them happy. That's why it's like the artists that, and I get guiding your clients because a lot of times they want like 87 things in one small
God.
tattoo. And you have to
Those
guide
are
them.
crazy.
You have to give them guidance in that situation. But if you can give it to them and do your best work doing it, don't be ugly and be like, no, you can't get this. You're going to do this the way I say you're supposed to do. Like, because I'm the professional. You're like, no, you do your best within your ability to give them what they want in the way that they want it and where they want it. And if they want it upside down, even though it's wrong, it's still them. They are going to have to walk around with that tattoo. And that's why when clients are like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm having you move it. Yeah, it's frustrating for us because we just keep moving it over and over again. But you're the one who has to go home with that tattoo.
Yeah, and I don't want you to regret that later and my
Heck
name
no.
be on that.
Exactly. I will move this all day if you need
Yeah.
to.
And then
Yeah.
that's why we, like, what I love about this shop and what I love about seeing you, Coda and Bree, is like if a client asks you to do something and you're like, that's not really my wheelhouse, but
Yes.
Teena or Coda, like these two, they would be much better to do what you want on you, or like that's Bree style. Like, have you met my friend Bree? Like, and like I love that. I love that it's not like I'm gonna do it because
It's money
it's
for me.
money for
Yeah.
me, and like I don't want her taking my client. It's not about taking your client. It's about like, why can't that person go to everybody?
Yeah.
Well,
no.
because once that day comes and their appointment's here, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I should have
Right.
gave it to Coda.
Right.
Should've
And
gave
when
it to
Coda
Teena.
would have done a really great job
Yeah.
at it or whatever. And also, you know, not just even if I can't find somebody in this shop that can give them the best tattoo of what they want, I'll send it out of this shop.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll send it to an artist that, I mean, you want a full like portrait like of your
Realism.
grandma. It's not gonna happen here.
No.
It's not.
No.
No. So I'm gonna send you to like Fear Factor, or I'm just.
Yeah.
I don't have any qualms. Don't make me feel no type of way to send work somewhere else, because that person is going to remember me for that. They'll get to know me in that process, and then they'll have something they love.
Yeah.
So it's not. I'm not greedy, and I'm also not doing it just for the money.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then if I did, there'd be a lot of bad portraits out there.
Just a lot of old people
Yeah.
on people's skin that
Or an old baby. Have you seen those? They look old.
What is it?
An old, like the really bad baby portraits. Babies
Oh,
are so
yeah.
hard to tattoo.
Yeah.
Like
Wrinkles are
draw
hard.
and old
You can
and
fuck it up.
babies are the hardest. You can make them look like a gremlin. You can make them look like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
A vagina,
A vagina.
maybe. I don't know.
Flowers are the danger zone for vaginas.
Yes.
Mhm. Luckily, when it happened with the vagina flower, it was on a good friend client of
Yeah.
mine, and she was like, "Bro, this looks like a vagina." Like right as I did it, and I was like, "What?" And I look, and I'm like, "Oh shit, come here!"
Yeah.
And I like got rid of it, and she still teases me about it to this day. But it did before I had to fix it.
Yeah.
It looked like a vagina.
He's usually able to fix it.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Most things are fixable. But I was like, bro, I didn't even notice. We're just shooting a podcast, you guys.
I've had such a bad headache the past couple days.
I have to, and my body hurts.
I've
You need
woken
to
up with
drink
headaches.
water.
I have been.
drink more.
Hey, not just that, but make sure you have. This is something that I had to be taught. Water ain't shit without electrolytes.
Yeah.
Your body it'll go right through you.
What is it?
Oh, it's for me. Okay, cool.
And magnesium. You need magnesium.
Yes, glycinate, to be specific. Magnesium glycinate.
Oh. Is it
Is
good?
that good?
Should be good.
We can go if you need to a little longer. But
Get your client in here.
Job thing,
Yeah.
I want to chat about.
I could go all day with these girls, but
I know it's so much fun.
Just a really cool person to talk to.
We're all just readers. We just read books for fun because that's where we're at.
Where's
we just started reading.
I know.
so
I
we're
started
like,
last week. I'm like, I'm a reader now. Okay. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.